Get Involved talks about the problems we're facing in the black community and also finds solutions to these problems and how you can get involved. So get off your ass. Okay, y'all. After a year of waiting, finally Jason Van Dyke has been arrested for the vicious and unnecessary killing of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald. However, Anita Alvarez, Gary F. McCarthy, Rahm Emanuel, and all 50 of the councilmen and women that signed off on the $5 million cover-up to hide the truth about this murder need to put wheels on their heels and skate their ass down to the prison. What do you think, Black America?
I'm scared to walk outside because I don't know if I'm going to get shot by the police or by one of these knucklehead gangbangers.
In my eyes, it's like they're just trying to exterminate us.
The police officer that shot that person, he should be charged with a criminal act as anyone else who would shoot somebody 16 times in the back.
The videotape being released last night, I believe that Rahm Emanuel is guilty, so he should be kicked out. Chief of Police definitely should be kicked out. Not only that, because they tampered with evidence.
They never had any intentions on making him accountable for his action. He had a whole year to still be out on the streets and possibly harming somebody else's child. I also feel like, we as black people shouldn't be so quick to accept money, because I know that this was their family member. They had the right to do whatever they wanted to do, but we need to stand up for not just ourselves, but for our people as a whole.
They held their tape back because they knew it was going to cost the city more than what they paid their young man family. When you have a woman like Anita Alvarez who convicted young men that had them, and she rushed to judgment, but she said this about the officer, that she didn't want to rush to judgment. Those are the things you have to address, is like just destroying the system.
In order for our people and our generation to change, we actually have to change our mindset and the way we actually do things. Instead of saying it's time for a change, or like we say, vote, actually change our own mindset as a people.
I mean, I feel like with me, I don't want to shop on Black Friday but for myself to know that I'm not supporting a business, any business that's out here with my money when we still have young black boys dying in the streets. And
as far as boycotting the Magnificent Mile, hell, why don't you boycott the stuff in your neighborhood?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not going to attack where you live and get rid of everything that don't look like you in your neighborhood, that's the essence. That's the key. That's your boycott.
The solutions to these problems that we're facing, we're going to have to really, really, really get ourselves in gear and get ourselves on. But these laws got to be changed. Number one, we as a people have to be responsible and accountable for who and what we are.
Again, like, we just need to come together as a people, because we're all getting older as we speak. So it's like we have to groom the younger generation to be more than what past generations have been.
Current system, the way they run it, is at least 200 years old. These people get paid off of business, so they want the crime rate high in your neighborhood. As soon as they put them guns down and start looking across at somebody else, and you looking at that next person's plate that don't look like you now we're going to have to curtail all this violence. So you have to look at the prison industrial complex. You have to look at every aspect of it. Not just the fact that they shot this boy. They've been shooting boys.
Yeah.
They've been shooting men. They've been killing us. Mm-hmm. Who was the mayor of Chicago when Fred Hampton got killed? When Martin Luther King got stoned, what was that, Marquette Park?
Marquette Park.
Yeah, who's the mayor? Then these are elements that the system stay the same. They just change the face.
Yeah.
If it's 2015, 2005, 1969, the same thing that's present is that system. You're going to have to knock off that system.
My name is Natalie White Johnson, and my African name, my Ghanaian name is Amborkido, and that name was given to me in 1993 when 28 of us first went to Ghana. They named my husband Nomo Kwaku Kwesi, and he was made a chief about 15 years ago. So we have this store called the Amborkido Designs, and it's 2650 East 83rd Street. And so the whole purpose of the store is to introduce Ghana to African Americans, to let them know there's a place you can go where everything is Afrocentric. You can buy things for your home that are Afrocentric that you can't find anyplace else. So we have things that are one of a kind. Many of them, when I go to Ghana and shop, I try to get things that I've not seen before, and we find out what the carvings mean. We find out on the mask what the symbols mean on the mask, so we can explain it to our African American brothers when we get back, so you don't have anything menacing or negative in your home. So you have something positive in your home, and you have a good feeling when you bring it into your home.